No. Hi, sort of. What I need to do is change YouTube titles. As I forgot to do. I've been sat here for like the past 3 minutes. I've ate 2 satsumas. That's what I've done with my time. Alright, Nomad plays Woodland. Part 4, I think? I think I'm on part 4. You know what? I'm also... Should I leave the description the same as last time? Because no one ever comments on my descriptions. I guess not, because if someone comes along and they're like, I want to give Nomad games for your... for this? What is it? As we look into Bert Jackbox Party Pack. That doesn't seem right. Right. I'm playing the Woodland. There you go, YouTube. You have a description. And it's accurate. Right, who've we got? Hello Chesh, hello Abaddon, hello Pyro, hello Neo, hello Thong. And Dutch Totoro is now hosting me. Thank you very much, Totoro. It is greatly appreciated. We'll do our standard. Right, I'm going to move Twitch over here. That's not quite our standard. Although Twitch is always there. You just don't know that. It's just me on my own today. Which is why I am rambling. Let's get a game up. Oh, you can do it. You can connect to the internet. Come on, Talisman. Come on. This is the broken PC that has been sort of fixed. Yeah, it's just me today, Abaddon. Hello, Dual Track. Do we have a hard... Oh, it's not a hard crash because I've not crashed to desktop. Oh, no, it's just been super slow to connect to the internet. That's okay. That's okay. I think. Right, turns out I hadn't muted myself on Twitch. Why was that even not muted? Come on, PC. The stream's moving fine for me. Although, saying that, my internet is clearly not running efficiently given that I can't connect to the lobbies at the moment. So what was the patches to this game was... I'll have a look at those in a bit. So this isn't Talisman problems. This is Gareth's horrible internet problems. And I'm even plugged into the router. Let's tilt me down a bit so you can see me. We should be alright, Pyro. Because we don't use Steam servers. We use a server called Proton. Photon? Photon. Not Proton. That ping. So, yeah, we don't connect through the Steam servers, which is why you can't see a history of who you've recently played with when you've been playing Talisman. Hey, just a game. Neo, I think it's to do with the refresh rates of the lobby and any spikes in internet connection you have. Hey, Dutch. Do we close the game and run it again? I think that might be the best shout. Right, so it's connecting to other things fine. So the game's running smooth as. It's just my internet. Hey, Danny. Oh. Oh. So my USA connection apparently is fine. Oh, sorted. Hey. Hey, Asna. Hello, ATOG. Let's get a game, and it's going to be called Stream. Spelt as such. Above me, Stream. If you would like to join me, you are welcome to. I apologise if my internet goes throughout any part of it. We shall go for a hidden ending. We shall go for no respawn. Random characters with selection plus hidden characters. Replacing quests, no more lives. No NPCs, just to make the game a bit quicker. Random in a region, we'll take Wrath of the Dragon King off. Random omen. Random treasures. Default Dark Fate. Default Fate Bound. Default timing windows. Jobs a good un. There we go. Endings. Enable all and turn off the vanilla ones. Looks good to me. I think all expansions are on. All characters are on. We're going to do a full stream today. Chesh! Chesh is joining us! Hey! That's exciting. It's been a while. Hey, Gamlin. Hey, Simon. Nice to have you with us. Is this beta? Nope, this is the vanilla. This is, yeah, the vanilla build. This is the live build. Sicker. Oh, also, I'm back on the streaming PC. So everyone should have their appropriate amount of gold back. Tilted. I don't know a thing about Woodland. How do you not know, Chesh? That's unforgivable. Is it 4-player? It'll be 6-player unless we can't get enough people. Sicker's on their way to join us. Hey, Geeky Chappy. Hey, Merlene. Simon, I will sort your gold out. I've got gold on 2 separate PCs, and people have accumulated different amounts. This is the standard one. Everyone should have the correct amount, but your gold that you had from way back, I'll pull that from the other PC and add that to your account. The Woodland is a fun, chaotic expansion. Oh, I'm going to go get my beanbag chair. Given that it's just me. Hi. Hey, Retro Elf. I don't know what raiding means. I know that Twitch offers it as a thing that you can raid and do raids, but I don't know what it means. It's stream. It's up in the table. So if you ever see me playing a private table and you would like to join it, and I'm sat here in a lobby, it is private table, then you enter stream. If I ever give it a stupider title, it will say above me. Do I owe you a Fighting Fantasy Legends key? I owe a bunch of people Fighting Fantasy Legend keys. I'm still waiting on Asmodee to get back to me on those. I have put an order in for a few though. A Twitch raid is like a host. When you end your stream, you raid them. It's pretty much the same thing. It's not quite computing in my head, but I accept that it's a thing. Is it kind of like a random host if you're set up to raid? Hey, Bag of Fix. Hey, Garnier. It's something to do with this PC, Geeky. Also, Cheeky, Cheeky. Like a mixed Cheshire and Chappy up then. And Geeky. Chesh, ready up. Yeah, Geeky, for whatever reason, when I stream from this PC, it won't work on Twitch for you, and just you, by the looks of it. Raiding is something you do manually. It's when you make everyone in your chat go to another channel, usually right after your stream, and all go and say hi. And you had 1.2 thousand people come into your stream. That is amazing. Why does no one ever raid me? Right, let's get going. And we'll get some betting going as well. It's not just my PC. New Omen in play. Sicker, weren't you downloading the live build? Thank you, Just the Game. I hope you can join next time as well. I'm going the Ancient Oak. Sick is also a question mark. Ancient Oak's the best. It may be my end, Sicker. I'm definitely having some internet troubles at the moment. Right, Asthna says, something I was thinking about recently. The game could use, like it, a configurable default ending setting. I find myself constantly deselecting the same alternative endings, vanilla, each time I set up a default configurable, just like house rule selection. Do you mean it remembers your previous choices? So it carries them over so you can just eliminate one each time or add one each time? I think the most views this channel's ever had was 600. And we were absolutely not prepared for it in the slightest. So the very first one special day, it was one of the special effect charity weekend events, and we had streamed a few times, but we'd streamed with a YouTuber, and they did the primary setup for us. We figured out how to use OBS, and we'd only just got into it. We were still amateurs. And we'll do a stream, one for Smash Up, one for Talisman, and one for Talisman Horus Heresy, and that'll all go well. Apparently we can get on the front page. We've been told that might happen, and it did happen, and we were in between games. Apparently I've left runestones on. We may end up with a quick game. You're still an amateur. Why, thank you. Can we all agree to not use runestones? Is that fair game? I've accidentally left them on. I'm going to choose to not use any. Where was I at? In my... Oh, yeah. So we had a downtime between each stream. And it wasn't a case of we had a, we'll be back soon. We just stopped streaming because we were amateurs. We had no clue. And during that time, we had kind of like 11,000 people throughout the entirety of the event come to our stream. The peak was 600 and stream was offline. It was down for 30 minutes. Kind of like 15 minutes into us having thousands of people come into our stream, we kind of went, oh, we should go and play a game. We should try and capitalize on this. I remember your previous choices, or perhaps allowed to create a custom selection of default alt endings. Oh, Asna. So we could do like a hardcore ending or a collector's ending or a blah blah blah. So it will automatically pick the Warlock quest, the Assassin's Guild quest, anything that requires collecting. We could have kind of like themed endings where you just click a button and it will randomize between a certain selection. Is that what you mean? Danny Pipperoo is Danny. She's not feeling great, so she's upstairs. But she's still here to spread the love. The AI can have that head start. Unless Sika manages to get back in the game. Thank you very much for the auto-host, Dutch. It is greatly appreciated. Right, so let me set up some gambling for us all. Not that I condone gambling. It's a horrible addiction. No one should ever do it. But this is gambling with fake internet points. And we're on my go. Right, let me do... Where are we? Where are we? Betting. Betting. Who's gonna win? Option 1, which will present as option 0, because the betting was written by a programmer, and that's where numbers start for programmers. Farmelhut. Option 2, Dutch Totoro. Option 3, Neo Gambit. Option 4, Cheshire Cat Girl. Option 5, the AI. Option 6, it's Geeky Chappy. You can win 25% of what you bet for up to a 200 stake. And you have 10 minutes to place your bets. 15 minutes, it's talisman, it can take forever. I think that seems fair to me. The AI may also be represented as Sika if they manage to get into the game. They may be sat there waiting for me. Yeah. Because they can only join at the start of my next turn. And that's cracking. I've lost a life immediately. Your object carry limit is increased by 2. Nice. When you reach the meeting with Destiny space, take one object or all gold from another character, then move to the city. Yeah, let's go for the Path of Greed. Fairy Trod. Discard your current path, available, and take a new path. Great. Is this a crash? Ugh. Boo. Thank you, Odie. I'm going to have to reset here. Let's see if I can rejoin. Is there no game audio? That may be entirely my fault. It may be muted. That's really strange. Normally, when it's crashed or it's frozen, you have to task manager and then force quit it. Whereas this just allowed me to straight up close it. Where's my table gone? Did everyone quit out? That seems unlikely. Hey, Pixie! This isn't on the game, this is on my internet. I think my internet is literally tanking the game. Right, we've got Neo back in, Sika back in. Sika, you've got a massive advantage here. Hey, Frichi! You're here, that's all that counts. Let's do an internet speed test. I'm currently at 42 megabits per second. Bouncing between 39 and 42. We're all in. And the game is starting again. Well, that's interesting. It's starting from Sika's turn. That means you don't have runes? Thank you, Abaddon. It's very, very kind of you to say that. Right, for anyone that has not entered, please do enter the giveaway. For anyone that I owe keys to, especially Fighting Fantasy Legends keys, either remind me, unless it's Fighting Fantasy Legends. In that case, I don't have any keys at the moment. I've asked Asmodee for some more, as they are the publisher. It is there. They've got the power to generate keys, so I'm just waiting on them to get back to me for that. Hey, Grognard! Hey, Twitsan. I'm sure I saw you say something before, but I didn't say hello to you. So hello, Twitsan. Pretty sure I said hello to you, Garnier. I recall that happening. I got the exact same character choices. I think. That's strange. Weird. So, yeah, I got the Ancient Oak again. I'm happy with the Ancient Oak. So the way our servers work is that the server hosts the same version of the game for everyone. So all that happens between the players is their decision is passed up to the server and then down to all other players. It's almost like hosting a local game. So the way that you've got a mobile, you pass it around and everyone's playing on the same table. It's got the same seed. It's got the same shuffle on all of the cards. It works exactly like that. So all 6 players in this room are given the exact same seed, which means we're all given the same draw deck. We're all given the same dice string that will exist for the game. The only thing that we really do is tell the server, I am re-rolling, I am moving, I am casting a spell, and when we do that, that passes down to everyone else's game as if we're pressing a button in their game as well. So when you all quit and then you all resume, it looks at everyone's games and see who has the most up-to-date decision, who has the most recent save in the game. See, I still lost a life there. Oh, I rolled a 1 on my first go last time, but I did get the Path of Greed. And then I drew a card that immediately made me discard the Fairy Trod. Let's not crash. Let's not crash when encountering. So it's nighttime. I have the Harbinger. And I now have the Path of Folly. Sweet. Look at the top 10 cards. I don't care. Too many cards to look at. Hey, BC Walker. So we use the engine Marmalade to make Talisman, but Marmalade has been discontinued by the owners of it. So we're in the process of making our own custom engine for Marmalade to run on. It doesn't have a fancy name at the moment, and the only thing it really exists for is to run Talisman. So, yes, the game I am currently streaming still uses the Marmalade engine, but it won't for much longer. You've got nice presents coming up. It's nearly your birthday. Are the Steam servers involved at all because the sale might be affecting things? No, the Steam servers aren't involved. Like I said, we use our own custom. It's not custom. I think it's hosted by Amazon. It's a server called Photon. My pink thong. I've not stopped talking yet. I was waiting for a lull to make a natural segue to the patch notes. Hey, Brillig. Hey, Lacothea. My suggestion would be Unity. Always Unity. Unity has a good platform for skilled programmers. If you know C#, C++, any combination of C and any combination of any other type of programming, then you can abuse Unity in the way that your expertise allows you to. Unity gives you a good platform to do that, whilst also offering you tools to port your game to PC, Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, Android, iOS. It will do that for you natively. And on top of that, it offers you native networking. It offers you native in-game advertising. It offers you native in-game, not in-game, but in-engine APIs, APKs, SDKs, all those kind of things. So if you want analytics like Amplitude, there's a plugin for it. If you want a customer contact form to be in your game, there's an APK for HelpShift. There is a whole load of different things you can do with Unity. On top of that, if you're a fairly inexperienced programmer, or maybe you accept you're not that great at it, it offers you a load of custom tools and existing assets that you can build with. So maybe you are a good programmer, but you don't have an artist on board. Unity offers you a massive store of art that you can purchase and use. But to be fair, I am advising this as a non-programmer, so I may not be the best person to ask there. Hey John, nice of you to join us. We currently have Cheshire Cat in our midst, playing a game for the first time in what feels like forever. Is the bet closed? Right, where's this flashing card? So because of the path that I've got, the path of folly, I get a -1 to every roll that I make. If you roll evens, move that many spaces forward. I will take that. Oh, no, I rolled a 2, which became a 1 because of the -1. That makes sense. You may ignore the effects of any omen cards the first time you draw an event during your turn. Roll on the Harbinger chart. Subtract 1 from your roll to a minimum of 1. So I now have 2 effects if I have to roll on the Harbinger chart. That says that I get -1. Sweet. Yeah, Grognard, even if you don't use the art assets in game, even if you've got a friend that does art, or you're working with people that do art, or you have plans to outsource it, if you know an art agency, there's a ton of them about, that you are going to say your ideas at, and they'll come back with assets that you can use in your game, and they'll be able to customize the art to what you envisage to be in your game. You can still use Unity art as placeholder, so you can build your game, you can play it, you can test it, you can tweak it, you can get it working whilst you're waiting for a third party to come back to you with the finalized assets. Danny does do art. Does it mean I can't be an artist? We can all be an artist. See, the talisman, when I say talisman, every game ever had in some form or of another what's called programmer art, which is where the programmers need some art in the game as an asset for them to play with and do code at, and they don't have the time to wait for an artist to do it, so you end up with programmer art, which is, it can be wonderful and it can be awful, and it can be both at the same time. Do you know what I did today? I sent something off to someone. It's none of you lot. Sorry. But I did do something. I put it in an envelope, I wrote their address on it, I took it to the post office, and I sent it off. I'm doing well. Right, so let me find these patch notes that I promised. Natural segue. Right, so if you're on Steam, there is a pinned thread with the patch notes in, and there was also a news announcement with the patch notes in. And they are as follows. The Doomsayer can no longer draw extra cards from the bridge deck. The Weirdling no longer forces unbound players to miss 2 turns. So it says end your current turn. So as you were playing, you'd draw the Weirdling as an unbound player, you'd end your current turn, and then for some reason it would assume end your next turn as well. So that's fixed. Reanimate no longer allows players to use reanimated followers in opposite combat type. So you can't reanimate a craft trophy and then use it in a strength battle. You cannot be cast if Fateless added to the Cut the Thread card. That's something that wasn't missing, it just helps. It just clarifies the use of the card. Objects. Wanted posters now take into account trophy value changes. So if you have an enemy that was 7 and is now 9, trading in the trophy on it recognizes that it was 9. Titania's wand and Oberon's bow no longer get ditched for unbound players. Self-explanatory. Using the scroll triggers the discard 1 spell quest immediately. So there is an item in the city called a scroll, and you can gain a spell from it. And if you have no spells and a discard 1 spell quest, as soon as you use the scroll to gain a spell, that should trigger the quest immediately. As it was working, it was waiting for the start of your next turn before going, oh, you have a spell. But it should have been doing it immediately. There we go. Yay! Weird path. Draw a destiny and put it on this card. You count as having the destiny for as long as you are on this path. When you reach the meeting with destiny space, you may pay 4 fate to gain the destiny on this card. And the destiny is the... Bye! What was it? The wise. Increase your craft value by 1. Increase your fate value by 1. When an event is drawn, you may replenish 1 light fate. When drawing adventure cards, you may spend 1 light fate to discard any of those cards and draw an equal number of cards. Not bad. And it will help towards me getting 4 fate. Although, with my fate value increased by 1, I still only have a maximum of 3. So I need to go and gain a fate somewhere else after that as well. Nuadu's Talk prevents players from completing the Lose 1 Strength quest. So Nuadu's Talk stops you from losing a Strength, which means it cancels out the Lose 1 Strength quest. The way it was working previously is you'd get something that says lose a Strength, it'd complete the quest, and then Nuadu's Talk would go, actually, you've not completed it. You've not completed it. You've not lost a Strength, so you were incorrectly completing the quest. There's that done. Mask of the Moon no longer allows infinite fate with the alternate binding rules. Followers, Pisky Companion should now show as active, so when you can trigger it, it's down in the bottom left. Undyne's Darkbound effect now works. It was broken. Didn't work. The Poltergeist now gets discarded if a player crosses from the tavern to the temple. I've just put discard. That's annoying. I should have put an ED after that. The Highland Hermit should now respect its special encounter order. So when you draw it, it's a follower. No, it's a stranger that has an encounter order of 1, which is normally reserved for events. It wasn't respecting that. It now does. Augur now works. Augur didn't work. The Vile Path should now move the player to the Cursed Glade upon completion. Right, I'm going to check up on the Twitch chat because I've just been listing things. How far behind am I? I want FFL. I will get you the key. You legitimately won one of the giveaways. I will get that key to you when I have them. Hey, Cloud. Nice to have you with us. It wasn't one of my Siege lot. It was one of my Smash Up lot. It was also one of our Talisman lot, to be fair. Catching up. Enjoying Woodlands a lot, but would like to finish Wanderlust. But every game we get the card that resets fate makes the end. We've changed the way that works. I was getting to that, Grognard. Tapestry Rewoven. We've changed it. Let me take my turn and then I'll get back to our patch notes. And I will get to how Tapestry Rewoven now works. Add 2 to your strength. You may take an object. You must pay 1 fate. To take an object, you must pay 1 fate. Well, I've got that path that lets me not pay a fate. I mean, get me loads of fate if I draw an event card. Right. I'm up to date with chat. I've taken my turn. AI. The AI will no longer use the armor of humility when it has a good chance of winning in battle. The AI should, and this is a big should. I don't trust this to be true, but Descendos has said that he's fixed it. So the AI should no longer buy all of the riding horses in the deck. I'll believe it when I don't see it. But yeah, the AI should no longer seek out to buy 4 riding horses. And also the AI should handle the Laywalker portals without getting stuck. It was causing loops last time. And now we're on to the final stretch of the patch notes. Other. Missing omen text for French, German, Italian and Polish is now in the game. Sorry about that. That was my bad. Sort of my bad. Sort of Tears bad as well. 50-50. I put the correct translations in. He then changed the way that the text on omen cards was presented. And because he changed it in English, he copied and pasted the change across to all the other languages as well. So he broke the translations that I put in the game. But I did know about this before we released the Harbinger. So I could have fixed it. My bad. Players can now spend Light Fate when using the Dark is Light Fate house rule. That was broken. Tapestry Rewoven now respects user-selected endings, which is a big thing for those that have been getting so annoyed by Tapestry Rewoven. So what the card does, for those that don't know, is it shuffles, it looks at the alternative, it looks at other hidden endings and randomly selects one. Now previously it would pick any hidden ending regardless of what you had enabled or disabled. It didn't matter. Now it will only choose from the endings that you have selected. If you have no hidden endings, you're playing a revealed ending only, there's no change. You keep the same ending. If you are only playing 5 hidden endings, it will select from those 5. It will ignore all of the ones you have not chosen. So if you're looking to do just the Wanderlust ending, just turn that on. If you then encounter the Tapestry Rewoven card, all of your fate is flipped, but as you have no other endings selected, it will no longer switch that for you. Cards discarded by the fire event from the dungeon now show in the log. The log should now correctly show what happens to a player's fate and gold if they have the Wealthy Destiny card. Movement choices should no longer persist after movement. This was a random one. You'd roll, if you had double dice, you'd roll a 1 and a 2, you'd move, and it'd still show where you could have moved. Strange bug, now fixed. Let me move, what's in this corner? On your next turn, trapped and encounter space, 4/6, move 1 space. I want to be moving further in, so let's take it. I've got to pay a fate to take it. I'm alright with that. I dropped it. Why did I drop it? I know as the Ancient Oak I can't use weapons or armor. Any takers? Why can't I carry the Lucky Charm? Let's print screen. Ugh. Right, it's not letting me scroll. There we go. Right, I print screen that. We'll figure out what's going on there. I suspect it's something to do with the destiny, the weird path. No, the wise. So I think I've spent one fate and it's not recognized. No, it's not. It's got to be the Black Astrolabe. Wrong one. Squire. Black Squire. To take an object, you must pay one fate. I think that's not recognizing it. Hey, Froggy Step. Nice to have you with us. It had a thing for all of the horses in the game, to be fair, Chesh. What games are key for? Therefore, Talisman, any of its expansions or any of its characters. Talisman the Horus Heresy, any of its expansions or any of its characters. Lapland Solitaire, Backgammon Blitz, Smash Up, and Fighting Fancy Legends. I think that's all the keys that I currently have. What Danny said. Geeky, what happened? Did you get kicked out the game? That Lion Ithel. Thalion Ithel? I'm going to call you Lion. Lion! This is every expansion in the game active. So if you enter the giveaway, you can win one of these expansions. So in the bottom left here, we have the Highland. Top left is the city. Deep Realm in the middle. Dungeon in the top right. The Woodland in the bottom right. We've got the Dragon Tower region, inner region active. And we have all of the other deck boosters like the Harbinger, the Blood Moon, Reaper, Sacred Pool, Frost March. Did I say Blood Moon? I think I said Blood Moon. Bunch of others. They're all active as well. Everything's on. Bish. Let's calm yourself. Right, let me finish me patch notes, because I've only got 3 left. Fairy Trod no longer discards completed path cards during the Wanderlust ending. The Tear in the World Omen, the second omen from the Shattered World, or the first one, it's either the first or second, should restart play from the player that caused the omen to be revealed. And the last one is Mac Keyboard should now allow players to use the in-game chat. So, for whatever obscure reason occurred, the enter key was broken, so users couldn't hit enter in the chat. And they are the patch notes that came today. Now I can focus on what's happening in game. I am the Ancient Oak, and I have an ability called Growth Tokens. And what they do is when I gain a Strength or Craft, I think, I don't immediately gain a Strength or Craft. I gain I increase my health, my life value by 1, and I gain an additional token, which can be represented as Strength or Craft, and I can flip between them at the start of my turn. Queen Mab. The fickle Queen Mab rips apart your destiny, weaving it into something tattered and mad before vanishing to your discard pile. I don't have a destiny directly. I have a destiny that's attached to a path. I wonder how it's going to highlight that. So I am currently lightbound, which means I lose 1 life for each dark fate you have and lose all of your fate. What does replace cards light fate mean? I'm going to screenshot that as well. Replace cards light fate. Pick a card. I get a new Destiny card. Nice. Does anyone have any recommendations? I'm going to go for the Blessed. Focus on survival. What is your favourite expansion? My favourite expansion is Blood Moon because it's full of cool cards, endings and characters, but more importantly it comes with the night and day mechanic, which is that sun card that's over that way, yeah? All the way on the other side over there. So the sun card, the light card, currently shows enemies get -1. And when you draw an event card, that flips the time of day. And during nighttime, enemies get +1. So there's a 2-point swing there. I like the shifting difficulty level. So some enemies can be harder than they are, and some enemies can be easier. And that can strike at the most inopportune times, or it can come incredibly fortuitously. So you can draw that craft 5 enemy and you're like, then you draw an event card as well, and that swaps it to daytime, and suddenly that craft 5 enemy becomes a craft 4 enemy, and you're like, I can deal with that. That's manageable, that. And it also goes the other way, so it can work against your enemies, it can work against you. I just like it. I like the mechanic. I played last week. I think it was free weekend. I've no idea where we're at with which expansions are free. If you don't know, the Asmodee account that you can sign up for in-game, in Talisman, allows you access to a free expansion that rotates every week. So if you don't have the pennies to go and buy it all, or maybe you're not sure of the game and don't want to invest that much, sign up to the Asmodee account. It's free, and that will give you access to one expansion a week, and it's the same expansion for everyone. So you can play online or offline with full access to that expansion. You need to do an impression of John Rhys-Davies, Bish. I assume you mean as Gimli. John Rhys-Davies doing Gimli. Second pronunciation was correct. Don't say lion. Thalion? I think that's what I said. Thalion Ithil. So we'll go with Thalion. Unless you correct me again, because I wasn't paying attention to what I said. I said words, they left my face, and that was the most I thought about it. He was also Treebird. Oh, that makes sense. Oh no, don't take my Black Squire. I will never be able to pick up my lucky charm again. One. Let's encounter this space again. I'm alright with that. I can get my lucky charm now. Whenever you land on the forest or woods, you may heal 1 life. I have life for days. I'm doing well on the lives front. but Asmodee email says, in this perilous adventure, players battle it out to journey across a dangerous land and be the first to claim the crown of command. That's not all. Check out the promotions of the Season Pass, Expansion Bundle, and a selection of DLC. Fair enough. Become a werewolf and get insta-gibbed by angry presents. Jibbed, I assume that means. Yeah, there is the peasant mob card in the Blood Moon expansion, which is if you are a lycanthrope. So there's an NPC, a non-playable character that comes with the Blood Moon. We don't have him in play at the moment, which is a werewolf. If he lands on you and you roll a 1 on him, you become a lycanthrope, which typically works well. There's very few downsides to being a werewolf or a lycanthrope. The major one, though, is there is a card that insta-kills lycanthropes. Just as simple as that. Does everyone know it's solstice? It is the longest day of the year. I thought that was yesterday. Did Chesh get Pixie? No. No, she did not. The Pixie is still Neo's. My Tootsies are getting cold. Right, where are we? So, we currently have the Ancient Oak in play by me. He is from the Woodland expansion. We have the Swashbuckler for Dutch Totoro. He's from the Dungeon. We have Neo Gambit as the Cleric from the Sacred Pool expansion. We have Cheshire Catgirl, who is the Dragon... No, the Conjurer, I think, from the Dragon expansion. We have Sika, who is the Elementalist from the City expansion. And we have Geeky Chappie, who is the Valkyrie from the Highland expansion. We've got a good little spread of characters here. Why don't we have a video quality section? I don't know. Blame Twitch. Does it not? Oh, it doesn't. You click on it, it comes up with quality, auto, and your options are auto or 1080p. If you... Thalion, some of the folk over here on Twitch watch on YouTube but keep Twitch open so they can stay in touch with us. So does YouTube allow adjusting video quality? In fact, YouTube, yeah, has a range of qualities. So if 1080p is too much for your device... Oh my god, I'm still stuck here. Go and watch on YouTube, but keep Twitch chat open, and then you can chat with us. Hello, Pyro, on YouTube. At the start of your turn, you may spend 1 Dark Fate to look... I don't have Light Fate either way. I'm currently Fateless. Don't I already have the Herbalist? What happened to her? Huh, that's strange. Why have I dropped the fairy wand? I was talking about YouTube. I was looking at it because I was investigating whether it could do video quality. That is a very good time to say hello on YouTube whilst I'm talking about looking into YouTube. It's for affiliates and partners only. Why? Does the Horus Heresy Season Pack include the base game? I believe it does, Dual Track. Gareth could change his OBS options to lower it, but I don't think he knows about it. I'm not lowering it for one person. Only the highest quality streams here at Nomad Games. I wasn't paying attention, Geeky. I don't know why you still have. The Black Squire. The Herbalist is rubbish. Not when she gives you a load of lives. It's a pretty solid ability. Freachy, I could partner up. We do have that ability. We stream often enough and to enough people to get partnership and affiliation. Maybe not affiliation. One of them. Let me have a look. Dashboard. Is it achievements it's under? Path to affiliate. I'm not an affiliate yet. Or am I? Oh, I am affiliate. I'm not a partner. I say I. Nomad's not a partner. So we don't average 75 viewers. We do stream for 25 hours, and we have streamed for 12 unique days in the last 30 days, but we haven't got an average viewer, 75 average viewers in the last 30 days. Them's the dreams! Abaddon, Gareth, can I reverse my FFL choice? You certainly can. Geeky says, by the way, it's good news concerning the future of Nomad Games board game adaptations. Congratulations. Thank you very much, Geeky. For those of you that don't know, we have confirmed a partnership with AEG over a number of their products. We are now in the process of developing a board game called Cat Lady, which a while ago I spoke about us making a cat-based game, but I didn't name it. I said we were maybe looking for a few people to test it. My God, I'm still stuck on this space. That was the game in question. It was the Cat Lady. Sprite Dragon. Draw 4 spells and place them on this card. Face up when revealed. Once per visit, you may take a spell. Sure thing. Right, let's replenish my fates because I have none. I may not be able to carry this fairy wand because I am fateless. Maybe? So yes, the other two games that we will be working on, which have been confirmed, are Mystic Veil and Space Base. Which are cracking games, and I am very, very excited. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about where they're up to yet. So, with AEG Pyro, Alderac Entertainment Group, they make Smash Up, Space Base, Mystic Veil. I think they do 8-Minute Empires. They previously did Love Letters, but Asmodee have now signed that. I'm turning around because I may own other AEG games, but there are none behind me. I'm looking at the room that they would be in. Can we test? Thalion, maybe at some point. I'm not entirely sure where we're going with each game because they're all of different sizes and have different target audiences. So how we choose to develop, test, market, release will be per product. But yeah, I would highly... a lot of excitement. They're good. Geeky, I will ask tomorrow. Do send me a reminder though. I remember that you and... Is it Blue Pierced Pixie? 2 people definitely spoke to me about it. No Exploding Kittens. That is a different game made by different people. What's your role at Nomad Games? I am a producer, so my job is to ensure the quality of a game and ensure that that game gets released. That is the very short way of explaining what a producer does. A lot of the time it comes down to I'm the guy that does emails and meetings and phone calls and organising. So artists, programmers, QA hate meetings, hate meetings, hate emails, hate paperwork, hate writing things down with an actual pen, hate phone calls to other companies, hate having to travel to visit other people. I am one of the people that do that for my company. So today I spent about 3 hours in meetings and about 2 hours writing emails and going back and forth with people. If you become an affiliate or partner, you agree to temporary exclusivity, which makes you unable to stream to YouTube at the same time. I'll pour one out for our YouTube crowd. All of them. There's only one person that would probably miss out there, and that's Antagram. And that'd be a shame to lose Antagram because he's probably our most dedicated viewer. He has probably been at most streams more consistently than anyone else. So if we were to do that, Antagram, I would hook you up. Would get you on Twitch because you'd have to come to Twitch to watch us. But I would definitely remunerate. I'd sort you out something. Hey! IR escaped. I'm doing well for Fate. So, Lightbound, instead of moving normally, you may discard the Undyne to cross the Storm River as if you were using a raft. Sweet. If I just dropped her... I'm reading into all my stuff because I keep dropping things left and right here. Something's broken here. Surely, right? Abaddon, what would you like in place of Fighting Fantasy Legends? If you're going to buy Nomad stuff, thank you. I appreciate it. Do I know if there'll be a public beta before release? Maybe for some games, maybe not for others. Cat Lady is a very small project and doesn't particularly require beta testing. We were looking to gain opinions on stuff Just general user feedback stuff rather than actual testing. Doesn't really need it, but still, I'll have to talk to programmers to see where builds are at and stuff, and also the directors to see what they want done with the game there. You can see through my chest. Have I not turned the green screen off? Brillig, it may have been you that I was thinking of, you know. Can I get in for Cat Lady too? Yeah, I think. I'm going to make a list here so I remember. I don't normally forget things. I don't. But just in case. Twas Brillig, Cheshire, Cat Girl. So I'm not sure what will come of doing a Cat Lady beta, whether we do one at all. But I will certainly make a note of anyone that would like to join it, and we can arrange that kind of stuff. Have you ever played Tyrants of the Underdark? I have not. I'm also going to do a giveaway shortly, so anyone that is watching that is yet to join the giveaway, there is a giveaway code in the stream title. It's in the brackets. It's the exclamation mark for a command, and giveaway. Just copy and paste that. There would absolutely not have been. So what does this fairy one do? Spend 1 light fate to gain 1 spell. Yeah, why not? Ooh, I am rushing towards the destiny. Draw 1 card, even if there's already cards on the space. Subtract 1 from each of your die rolls while on the space to a minimum of 1. Let's just take the loss of life. Because I got loads of lives. And I'm nearly at the destiny. You've bought Fight and Fantasy Legends. Thank you, Abaddon. Thank you very much for the support. I greatly appreciate that. Twitzan says, check the log, see what happened. Goes to log. Drew card Undyne. Gained follower Undyne, and then I immediately dropped it. Doesn't say why. Boo. Does the Heresy Season Pass include all? Yes, it does. Base game plus all expansions and characters. We have soup. We don't need to buy it. Right, I'm catching up with the chat, Simon. Yes, you can. You'll have to give me a second, though. Was there a question above? I'm behind on chat. I'm catching up. I apologise. Go Pixie, Thalion and Chesh for winning. I'm up to date with chat. Hey. Yeah, Danny's figured out the permit. Simon, you just need to post within 30 seconds of getting a permission. When is the giveaway? Should I do a giveaway now? Talisman. Alex. Sorry, I'm not very good at doing YouTube. Because normally there's just Pyro yelling at me for ignoring YouTube. And it makes me want to ignore YouTube more. And it's absolutely Pyro's fault. Blame Pyro. But hello, Alex. Thank you for the like and thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate it. The game is right under me. It's called Talisman Digital Edition. It is based on a board game that came out in 1983? 5th of November 1983? Yeah, because it's the 35th year anniversary this year. It's had many versions, and this digital edition is based on the revised 4th edition that Fantasy Flight Games made a few years back. And you can see it's kind of like split up into different territories. Normally, we do have kind of like a beginner's guide to series where we do just the base expansion. You view the omen favorably. Yeah, where we do just the base expansion plus another one. So we don't have as much going on, and when things happen, it's kind of like you can go, oh, it's because of the Dragon expansion, or it's because of the Sacred Pool expansion. This stream that we're doing at the moment, though, is everything's on. There is a lot going on. So we have this baseboard, we've got the dungeon, we have the city, we have the Highland, we have the Woodland, there's the Deep Realm that connects the city and the dungeon. There is the Dragon Tower in the centre from the Dragon expansion. We also have Blood Moon, Sacred Pool, Frostmarch, Reaper, Netherrealm, that's active as well. Everything's on. It's a lot to take in, but essentially the easiest way of viewing this game is it's Monopoly meets Dungeons and Dragons. Sorry to everyone that hates that description of it, but that is what the game is. You pick your character out the box, you roll to move, certain spaces let you draw cards, certain spaces make you do special things. So if I go here, I will draw 2 cards, and they can be events, enemies, objects, strangers, or followers, or places. So this rune gate allows me to teleport to any other rune in the game. Nice card. The Fairy Godmother. I'm currently light bound because I've got loads of light fate, which means I read this little light token, gain 1 craft and 1 light fate. I am happy with the outcome of this. I've also just remembered, before I said instead of gaining a strength, I get a growth token because my character has these tokens called growth tokens. It's not, it's when I trade in trophies. If I gain strength or craft through any other method, I do gain strength or craft. If I trade in trophies, I get new tokens. Hi, Romania! I don't speak any Romanian. Alex, there's normally a part of this stream where I attempt to speak the language of other people and I get it horribly wrong. Normally, it's Polish, because we get loads of Polish people, because Talisman is massive in Poland. So I can say Czech and dziękuję and do widzenia, things like that. But then they give me large sentences and I go and there's the L with the little line through it, there's W but you say V, there's accents, there's circumflexes. Polish language is hard for my English tongue, for my ignorant English tongue. But if you would like me to attempt anything in Romanian, that'd be really interesting, because I don't think I've ever attempted to speak Romanian before. I'm a very charming person in Abaddon. That is why. I chose the Talisman Season Pass. Thank you, Abaddon. That's very, very kind of you. Can we have Scottish Gareth for a bit? And I did David Zenya quite well. Thank you. I'm from Scotland, where any means any. I need to get into the rhythm of it. Queen Mab has a strength 10 and craft 10. How about we do a giveaway? I'll just go over to the Streamlabs bot. No, it's gone, lost it. Where was I? Oh yeah, giveaway. Let's go do that giveaway. There was 1 bet on me, 1 on Neo, and 3 on Chesh. Apparently, I completely missed out Geeky Chappy. Sorry, Geeky Chappy. I must have got distracted. Oh, you know what I did? I typed your name in, and I didn't hit add. I just typed it in, and like that was it. My bad. The first winner of the evening is Neo! Mr. Neo Gambit, sir, you have won a giveaway. How does it feel? Twitson, no. There may have been a reason for it, but the Black Squire is an object thing. You've got to pay fate to gain an object. The cursed astral... No, cursed... Is it the cursed astrolabe? The black astrolabe. That doesn't impact followers. Me as the Ancient Oak, I don't impact followers. And I've got 2 path cards. Neither... sorry, I've got 1 path card. That means I carry a destiny on the path, and if I get to the meeting with destiny, I can keep it as long as I have 4 fate to trade in. I don't think I have anything that prevents me from having a follower. Or talk Australia. I don't really do an Australian accent. I just say Australia like that. Australia. Do not draw a card if there are already 3 cards on the space. I don't know. Don't know what's going on. Australia. How does the Hydra spell apply here? I clicked it because it was glowing, which is an utter waste of the Hydra spell. Everyone can roll a 1? Thank you, Abaddon, for the support. I do greatly appreciate it. I do these streams to support Nomad content. I should probably also open the curtains so it doesn't get as dark. I cannot fight Queen Mab. I am certainly not strong enough for that. So let's go to the bog. The Radiant Dragon. Before you engage the dragon in psychic combat, it makes a breath attack. Roll 1 die. If the result is equal to or higher than your craft, you must discard all of your fate. It will remain here until it is killed. I'm going to struggle with this as well, to be honest. Right, so I get to keep my fate. It's got 6. I've got 4. I'm going to use my lucky charm. And roll 6. Which is a -1 because I'm on the bog. I've not got -1. I don't know why. But I will take the lack of loss of life. Do a Texan accent. I've never... I couldn't do a Texan accent. Hold on, let me... And let there be light. Too much light in my eyes. Alex, thank you. If more people would like to come and watch us, you're very welcome. And Alex, just so you know, even though you're called Alex YT, I assume that means YouTube, we do giveaways over on Twitch. We always say this, that we don't really have enough people that come and watch us on YouTube to justify giveaways on YouTube. We used to do them, but it was the same people week in, week out that won stuff. We were just week by week giving all of the Talisman content, all of the Talisman content to like 3 people. So we stopped doing the giveaways on YouTube. They're only done on Twitch. Hey, my cartoons! I thank you, Alex, for sending people our way. You're very welcome to join us. I hope you know about Talisman, the game that is named below me and is all around us. And Neo Gambit has left. He's thrown the towel in. Can I move that? Hey, GG! I'm half convinced this is Pyro making alt accounts. You all seem too nice. You have English sensibilities, Bish. Neo, have you genuinely rage quit? Is that what's happened here? Talisman Island says, heck of a discount on Talisman stuff on Steam at the moment. Good news. I didn't know there was a discount. Apparently, there is a discount on Steam at the moment on Talisman stuff if you want to get anything with money off. Just need now the giveaway key so I can play the whole weekend with my wife at Talisman Digital Edition, sparing it on 2 laps and a TV. Abaddon, you do know about sharing content, don't you? I'm not sure if you do. For anyone that is unfamiliar with Talisman, you've got the base game and an expansion, and that's about it. In an online lobby, only one person needs to have a piece of content for the host to be able to turn it on. So it doesn't even have to be the host. If player 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all have the base game and the base game only, and they're sat there waiting for a 6th person to join, and the 6th person joins, and they own a season pass, player 1, the host, can then go, great, I can turn all of the expansions on. So if you are looking to play with a friend, a wife, a loved family member, and you've got 2 laptops in the same room, if one person has the season pass, the other person only needs the base game. Obviously, that means the person with the base game can only play the base game offline, but if you play your Talisman with other people, only one of you needs all content. Not being able to do the accent doesn't usually stop you, Gareth. John, am I too young to know who Jerry Hall is? Paranut says, yay, my VPS issue are fixed. That's good to hear. Steam Summer Sale, Steam Summer Sale, Steam Summer Sale. Apparently it's the Steam Summer Sale. Right, I need to make it to Destiny. And there it is. Done! So I will take the Destiny card that was on my weird path. And now to do what with it? I've not really boosted my stats at all. I've not really come across any enemies at all, to be fair. Alright, I am in the forest, so if I roll 3, I lose my next turn. I've just given up all my fate, so it doesn't really matter. I've got loads of health, so let's replenish 1 fate, please. Codrin, Alan, welcome. Right, I'm off to Google Translate. I am speaking Romanian to you, so I apologize in advance. The first thing on my list is to learn how to say sorry in Romanian for how bad my Romanian is going to be. Right, English to Romanian. No, that's Russian. Hello. Buna. Is it Buna? Is it like a U noise or is it an O noise? Buna. Bunaziu? How are you? Samafasi? Is a K? Is it K or S? See, I immediately don't know where I stand. I will try though. Hey, Spiral Mind! Thanks for joining us. Neo, I will look into that. That is a common issue that we've noticed in the streams. Hey, Nico! Bunna! I'm confused. There's like 5 people talking to me in YouTube, and YouTube reckons there's only 4 watching. I think you're lying to me, YouTube. Oh, we're on the second omen. Each character gains their full complement of spells. The spell limit of each character is increased by 1. I view the omen favorably. Hi, Neo. For those that don't know what all this omen stuff is about, there is an expansion for Talisman called the Harbinger. You can currently see a little yellow guy in the Deep Realms. He's there right by Geeky Chappy. So the Harbinger draws into the game a prophecy with 7 omens. Now, when he is in your region, you draw from the Harbinger's deck, and some of those cards will instruct you to draw the next omen along. Now, some of them can be good, but towards the end, by the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th omen, things get really bad, and it makes it really hard to play the game. And if you are on the 7th omen and you if you draw a card that says draw another omen and you're already on the final omen, you lose the game. Everyone loses the game. Everyone's dead. That is what the Harbinger does. He's a fun character. Buna, Robert! I hope I'm saying that right. Buna. Bune? Buna? Samafasi? I worry that I'm saying that in a French way, the way that the French would say the C. Who's my biggest threat at the moment? Cheshire Cat Girl has all the lives. You know what? Cheshire Cat is always my biggest threat. Although Dutch Totoro has 6 spells, I should have cast it on him. Blue Pierced Pixie, how have you managed that? There we go. Geeky's explained why you're drawing from the Harbinger deck. Hi, Alex. Hello, Romania. Bună Romania. Bună, Danny. Oh wait, I'm disappearing. I have funny things going on my shoulder. Let's turn my green screen off, considering I don't currently have a green screen. It's over there. I was too lazy to put it up. I mean, I was dead fancy, and I've put down the border all around me. There we go. Sorted. I feel like I'm getting raided on YouTube at the moment. Bună, David. Something's happening on YouTube. Something strange. There's a movement. Maybe I should do a giveaway on YouTube. I mean, we've got 13 thumbs up, which is like a record for one of our streams on YouTube. And we have 5 people watching, even though we've had like 10 people say hello. If there are 10 people still here, I will do a giveaway on YouTube. So YouTubers, if you're watching, I will give out a piece of Nomad content to you. Hi, John. This game is not popular by viewers. What? Our viewers love this game. You could just mute one of them. Hey, Antigram! Hi, Daniel! I'm super confused as to who's Twitch, who's YouTube, and who's Romanian. We seem to have 3 separate parties at the moment. Bună to all! Yeah, spell call is good spell. What am I doing? Getting a drink, my throat hurts. I've been saying a lot of words. Ugh. Dutch Totoro currently has the genie, I think. Oh, he has the... He completed... He got the quest reward that allows him to carry loads of spells. My god, there is activity on YouTube. I will steal a third monitor from work and I will set it up. And I will be able to watch YouTube chat and watch Twitch chat like the good old days. I will remember this, Sika. And a tree beard never forgets. Hey, Marcel. Let's roll some dice. So the invoke favor spell allows me to roll as if I'm at the temple. And I gain 1 spell. Nope, I get trapped. Boo. I have escaped. Right, I don't have a talisman, so I'm not going that way. I don't really have any gold, so that doesn't justify going to the city. I'm not strong enough to go to the dungeon. I could go to the Highland, but my quickest route is through the Wall of Fire, which is the loss of a life. Although I do guess that I've got loads of lives, and I think I've still got the herbalist follower. Yep. And I've got a warhorse. When did that happen? When Geeky left, it reset the chat. Log. Not chat. When turning in trophy... Oh, Path of Wisdom. When turning in trophies to gain strength or craft, reduce the number of strength or craft points you need by 1. When you meet the meeting with Destiny Space, gain 1 strength or craft. So the trade-off there is you don't get a Destiny at the end. When you turn in trophies for strength or craft, reduce the amount of strength or craft points you need by 1. What an item that'll be to have. Dev hacks! Dev hacks! I didn't steal the warhorse. If I did, it was an accident. I've got 2 different things that allow me to reduce the trophy trading value by 1, which is pretty sweet. Ah, that is a point. That is a solid point. I just need to be strong enough to get through the Portal of Power at the moment. Oh, the point was, by the way, saying that, Neo suggests that I should climb the tower, the dragon tower in the center of the board. Can anyone hear the dog screaming? Oh, spells. I had an option to give a random follower to someone. I tried to give you the curse guy, but luck was not with me. Hey, I am happy with that outcome. Haha. I like it, John. $10 watching now on YouTube. That must be a record for us. Thank you, Alex. That's very kind of you. Buna. I tried saying Romanian stuff, but I'm not very good at saying other languages because I don't know if a k makes a s noise. I was looking at se mai fasi, but I don't know if that is k mai faki or fasi. I don't know whether it's a hard k or a s or... I was trying to say how are you, essentially. Yeah, and the other one I think was Buna. Buna Ziu? Buna Ziu? How close am I? Oh, I've been given Dutch. I'm using Google Translate as well to try and speak Romanian. Let's type that into Google Translate. De asemenea folosesc Google Traduce pentru a încerca să vorbesc limba română. Neo, I absolutely ignored you. What did you win? Did you ask for anything? Hey, Santa, glad to have you with us. I did not ignore you, Abaddon. That 6 was mine. You're not as unlucky as you think. You're just one of those that leave us negative reviews because they rolled a 1 3 times. Just the base game for a friend. Only one friend. Yeah, I can sort you out with that, Neo. Let me make a note of it. Neo. TDE. A note has been made. Right, this would... Oh, this is going to be tricky. I think this could be the death of the warhorse. Need a 1. Need something low. 3. Right, I need a 5 to draw, 6 to win. That is not a 5 or a 6. I believe that is a 1. Sad times. Bye, warhorse. It was nice knowing you. Right. What was the Dutch? Gurden avon hogaat het. And then I swear John is just mashing the keyboard. Alright, what can I say in Romanian? Sunt din Romania und aric insemnia aric. Let's copy this. Alex, if your English isn't that good. I'm typing this all into Google Translate. Avem o glumia lunga in Carspun, sunt in Scotia, unde oric insemnia oric. So I'm saying that in Romanian. Sunt in Romania, unde oric insemnia oric. You'll have to Google Translate it, John. That sounded terrible. Marcel, that is the Romanian language. You do not diss the Romanian language. That is racist. We don't stand for that here. So the Geeky Chappie is currently in the Deep Realms, and we are fully zoomed in. He is currently on the bridge. No one speaks Lattice anymore. Latin. It don't happen. Latin's dead. It don't happen. Don't even cross the head. Let's encounter space, please. The Archdruid seeks one who promotes balance in the world. The first neutral character. I'm neutral. I would like 1 strength, please. Pixie. I'm saying a lot of words at the moment. There is a rapper called POS, and he has a song called Goodbye, and he has a line that says, giving up is like Latin, it's dead, it don't happen, don't even cross the head, but we sleep in our own bed. No, there's something about a web in there. And then he goes, and sleep sucks, which is true. Sleep does suck, it's awful. We also have our first victory against a boss. The Demon Lord has been slain by Gambling the Old and Blue-Pierced Pixie. Well done, guys. Oh, you survived again. Is it your the second victory? Alex, I will attempt this conversation in Romanian. Alex, nu ne dăm drumul în zilele de vineri, dacă vrei să transmitea talisman iti dau oce? That's going to be nowhere near. There's a little wiggle under the T. I don't know what that does in Romanian. Nu ne dăm drumul în zilele de vineri, dacă vrei să transmite talisman iti dau oce. I have a feeling I'm saying some of those words in a very English way. Let's take on these bad boys. This forest goat and this web spinner spider. Got them. I've still got all those things that allow me to trade in trophies with -2/-2 on. I think. Maybe not. Maybe they don't compound? As Danny has said, Alex, Nomad Facebook or Gareth Facebook. I have Facebook, and so does Nomad Games. You know what? Here's what's going to happen. Because we have 11 people watching on YouTube right now. We have 17 thumbs up, and we've had a load of people drop by. Apparently a load of Romanians drop by. I will do a giveaway on a YouTube video, and we'll go back to the old format. I'm going to give you a phrase to say in the comment. I know you're all from Twitch. Alex isn't, though. Alex is a new friend that we've made from YouTube. So, what's going to be the phrase? The phrase that pays. Yeah, you did start. Did you start on YouTube, Pyro? And then we got you over on Twitch? Oh, also, what was the football result? No one told me. Oh my god! Argentina 0, Croatia 3. So what does their group look like right now? Rebic, Modric and Rakitic. Where's their group? Groups and schedule. So Croatia have 6 points. Iceland have 1. Argentina have 1. And Nigeria have 0. That is an interesting position in that group. Come on, the mighty Iceland. For anyone that cares about sports. Soccer is a game of money clubs with most cash wins. This is the World Cup, where national teams play with players from those countries. The money isn't relevant there. Freebies. Let's do a freebie. I'm glad that we did the Skulls event on Steam. I'm glad that we put the effort in and it went as swimmingly as it did. Wait, right. The reason why I didn't get the minus the trading value is because I've also dropped the personal journal. I didn't spot that I dropped that as well. Why am I dropping everything? That's annoying. One thing at a time. I've done my little football talk. Light Fate. When you spend Light Fate to roll a die, you may add 1 to the result. Sweet. Seems like a good follower. Oh, wait. Things are changing. You are the destined ones. Each character gains 1 fate. I'm happy with this outcome. Who was that? Who was that? Cleric. Neo, your AI has 2 lives and has just forced us to draw another Omen card. The spell limit of each character is increased by 2. After a character casts the spell, they immediately gain 1 spell if their craft allows. Right. I'm now the Ascendant Divine. What is this madness? Right, let's try and find you, Alex. Alex, I have sent an ad to someone called Alex with your name. Apparently you work at YouTube. So... so we'll see how that goes. Let me know if I have added the right person. Danny, you should do an art stream. Why are the Greg's conversations going on both streams? I get that I said lattice instead of Latin, but it's the same people talking about Greg's on YouTube and on Twitch. I know I said lattice. I know that's on me, and I accept that. But why? Oh, why? A Twitch. The same people? It's you, it's Pixie, it's Danny, it's Neo on Twitch and on YouTube talking about Greg's. Maybe not Neo. I think Neo's just talking around you, talking about Greg's. Right, if I defeat this dude, because I am horribly lightbound. It's not horrible, I'm just very lightbound. I've got 5 light fate. I can gain 1 light fate for defeating him. 4's not a bad roll. Happy with that. Happy with my 4. He's rolled a 6. That changes things. I'm no longer as happy. I do have 5 lives though, so I've got loads of fate. Why not? And I get to add 1 to the dice. Why? It's not because of my path. When you spend 1 light fate to re-roll a die, you may add 1 to the final result. Hey! Go Pisky Companion! I am happy with that. You're streaming on Twitch Dan's game. What does that mean, Odie? Is Dan's game a game? Called Dan's game? My game's on Twitch. Right, I think I'm gonna have sweets now. I'm trying to survive this footy tourney. DH watches every match. Is that Das Husband? Der Husband? The hubby? I wish I could watch every football match because I love football, but unfortunately I work and can't. So no game audio again. Oh, forgot about that. Huh. Should be game audio. And judging by it being 50-50, it should be too loud and it should be annoying people. Thanks, Pyro. I'm only 2 hours in and you've had to listen to me. Just me. I apologise sincerely for that. Demon Hunter. I like it. Is anyone close to winning this game? I suppose Sicker's the closest with his massive 9 craft. You could do a run through the centre. You could definitely get through the Portal of Power. Ugh. I need to return to my ancient oak form so I could get my growth tokens back. Although I'm not sure if I'm still feeling the benefit from my growth tokens. What's the Sprite Dragon do? That's the one with all the spells on it. I'm okay, thank you. Order. I am light-bound. So set your life to your life value. That does not impact me. Fairy Trod. Discard your current path and get a new path. I'm okay with that. I get another turn after this one. Not a single character has Dark Fate. All is well. You cannot gain or replenish Fate, I just spotted. When you reach the meeting with Destiny Space, if you have Fate equal to or greater than your Fate value, gain a Destiny. So, I just need to... I just got kicked out. Well. Ooh, I gained a craft. I will take that, you know. Cast on a character who has just completed the move. Choose a space in the character's region and move all terrain and adventure cards from the chosen space to that character's space. And I'm now back to being the Ancient Oak. Let's burn one of my own cards. Right, that is print screen. So if I'm the Ascendant Divine during the transformed card, I get to keep her spells by the look of things. Bugs, bugs, bugs. Bugs, 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 bugs. Bugs, 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 bugs. Like, I need to go around and start killing loads of things. Oof, that's going to be tough. I suppose it's daytime, so I can do naught but try. 5's not a bad roll. 5 for the wit. Still got loads of lives. Still got loads of lives. Nomad Games are pleased to announce a new sponsorship deal. I'm quoting someone, by the way. That is not me actually announcing a sponsorship deal. I assume it's got something to do with Greg's. Do you like Fortnite? Yeah, I'm a Siege player. My issue with Fortnite is I don't... The cartoon element takes me out... doesn't immerse me. So with Siege, all of the proportions of the weapons, the way the bullets fire and drop and damage and break material, there's an attempt for it to be realistic, and I get involved in that. With Fortnite, because it's cartoony, and the way that characters jump, the way that the bullets leave the end of the gun, the way they drop over distance, because it is all to its own set of rules, it's all correct to its own world, I struggle to enjoy it. Technically, is it real football? It's just what we call football is gridiron football, and what the rest of the world calls football is association football. Bish, it's soccer. Soccer. Bish. The reason why I don't like PUBG, it may be because I've had a negative experience playing with friends where they told me it was going to be brilliant and dead good, and then it wasn't. Like, my Siege group stopped playing Siege and started playing PUBG, and I was told that it's great because it does this, it does that, it does this, and they said they didn't like Siege because it was broken, the hit reg, the connection, the dropouts, and then when I played PUBG, I was told, don't lie in the grass. the draw distance is awful. You think you're lying in grass, and in fact you're just lying in the middle of a flat surface and everyone can see you and shoot you. Also, the hit reg is god awful. Also, cars just spin, but you're driving, then you're up in the air and everything's exploding. And also, yeah. I just feel like in Siege, I have control over my character at all times. And I have the power to outskill all opponents at all times. I don't, because I'm not good enough to do that. But, ribbit. Siege is 5v5. It's like CSGO. So it's a last man standing game with objectives, so you can win the game via capturing an area or planting a diffuser on a bomb or capturing a hostage. But all of those game modes also end if you kill all of your opponents. I'm going in the dungeon. I'm doing it. I will take the Soul Drinker, and I've got a good chance against the Servant of Darkness, but I've not been rolling particularly well against enemies. I guess I'll take the draw. Oh, I re-rolled so I can add one to my dice because of the follower that I picked up from the Woodland. Forgot about that. I'm starting to feel like I can make a run for the centre. So yeah, where was that? PUBG, Fortnite. Yeah, I just feel like with Siege, I have at any given moment the opportunity to defend myself against 5 opponents, whereas in PUBG there's just an element of fortune. Like you can get accidentally hit, you can hit a player in the head and it doesn't do the damage that it would have. Like in Siege, you get hit in the head and you're dead. That's it. No matter where in the map, no matter what part of your head, no matter what character you are, or operator you are, that's it. But in PUBG, there's just, it can damage them more sometimes, depending on what weapon or how close you are, or whether the game fancies it. Yeah. I have played Wildlands and I sort of enjoyed it. I just feel like the exploration was not varied enough for a game that pushes exploration. Now, a lot of people can say Siege is the same game time after time because it's a 20-minute lobby and you are playing those 20-minute lobbies game after game after game after game after game after game. Then it is not variable enough. How can you enjoy it? To me, the variable is the competition. It is the people you are playing with and against. They are the values that change, and it's overcoming those values. It's overcoming your opponents that is the big thing. Whereas the Division is the same for this. The Division and Wildlands, in my opinion, push this more open world, not RPG, but exploration, sandboxy type game style. And you're supposed to go from point A to point B via helicopter and bike and all of these methods. But everywhere you go in the game, you get the same AI, the same attacks, the same objectives. And for a game that is about turning over a stone and finding what's underneath, I feel like Wildlands and the Division, every time you turn over the stone, it's the same thing. So the variable, which is travel, is always the same travel. And the mission type is always the same mission type. Yeah. Hey, Jethro! Have you tried out the XCOM 2 reboot or Darkest Dungeon? I played an XCOM. Not sure which one it was. I enjoyed it. But XCOM requires a level of attention that I do not have. Oh, let me find bye in Romanian. This may be a bit too late. Pa, Alex! That's a nice roll. I'm happy with that outcome for a change. Am I about to make a Lord of Darkness run? I think I am, you know. Well, this was a happy accident. Curious, what is your most childhood favourite video game and why? It is... It's a bad tattoo. I know that. One day I will have money to fix it. It is Final Fantasy VIII. That's Lionheart. Simba. It's Griever. Yeah, it's Final Fantasy VIII, and why? Because it is the game that first captured me with immersion. I played things like Road Rash and possibly Zelda, Link's Awakening. I'd played a bunch of games on the Super... I think I had a SNES too. I had a Mega Drive, I had an N64, and I had all these games which I enjoyed, and at that point I was probably a young gamer. I remember going to a friend's house and watching them playing Final Fantasy VII, and I'd never seen a game like Final Fantasy VII. Now, when I saw that happen, someone that lived around the corner from me offered me a Final Fantasy, a copied version of it for £5, and they sold me the game disc by disc. So they sold me the first disc for £5, and then when I was into it, I had £5, which was a lot of money to a kid. I had to get the second disc, and I didn't realise at first that the Final Fantasy I got was 8 and not 7. I just knew that my friend played Final Fantasy and someone offered me Final Fantasy for cheap. So I got that, and I was waiting for the elevator scene where you're in Midgar and you're going up the elevator, and it didn't come. But it is the first game that I I played as the character. I was him and he was me. And all these people around me were people that I cared about. And they are people that I had, 7-year-old me, had an interest in. Probably 8. I think it came out in 98. Somewhere around there. I was 7 or 8. But yeah, 7/8-year-old me had a massive investment in the outcome of these characters. I wanted some to win and some to lose. I wanted to keep some alive and save them. And it is that gave me passion for games. So that is my favourite childhood game. Neo, you are old. We have established this. This is a known stream fact. Yeah, I mean, brilliant. I did enjoy XCOM when I played it. I just have a god-awful attention span. I'm sure I've spoke about this on stream before. I love Skyrim. Love it. I borrowed an Xbox One off a friend, and I pre-ordered Fallout 4. I got the game for a console I didn't own. I had to borrow the console. I booked time off work. I spent 50 hours in the first 3 days playing Fallout 4. Loved it. I think it's a brilliant game. And I think it is another classic in a series of Bethesda games. People say it's not as good as Fallout 3. It's not. It can still be a very good game. It's still okay to be not as good as another game and still be a very good game itself. And it is. But I've not played it since because my attention span just... Shiny things go past. I need Rainbow Six Siege and Rocket League and FIFA and games that have short lobbies so I can play and I can finish and I can complete things in 20-minute sittings. My attention span is just in ruins. Someone needs to be chronicling. I feel like I'm saying that wrong and right at the same time. Chronicling, documenting. There we go. All this Nomad stream lore. One day there will be a Nomad stream wiki. Hey, Junt. Yeah, it came out in, I think, with the Deep Realms. So if you go into the options and then advanced options, it gives you the show all stats, which you can see to the left of my options window what it does, and show player names. It's just a nice little feature. I mean, despite the fact that like my top 2 favourite games of all time are Siege and Modern Warfare 2, I would still class myself as an RPG fan ahead of any other type of game. If you look at the hours that I've put into games over the past like 5 years, they're all FPS or sports games. But I still class myself as an RPG fan because I have a great passion for good storytelling. And that's why people hated Final Fantasy 13 because it was too linear, is what they say. Spell limit of each character is increased by 2 whenever a character casts a spell. They must lose either 1 life or 1 fate. Nah, thank you, I'm okay. Yeah, and they kind of go, oh, it's too on rails, it's too linear, there's not enough world exploration that you get in earlier Final Fantasies. That is a fair criticism, and it's criticism. But again, still don't make it a bad game in my opinion. It's still a beautifully constructed story with massive, grand, that like top of the range visuals and cutscenes, and it's still a story worth knowing. It's what I think people can do with Talisman. I mean, I do these streams and I talk nonsense over the top of them. I try and fail at languages. I talk about food, and we talk about where Nomad Games is at. And I do general kind of like commentary on the game. And every now and again, I look back and say, oh, this is a Woodland thing. This is a Dragon thing. This is what's going on. But outside of these streams, when I play Talisman for the sake of playing Talisman, I get into it. I name the followers that I get. If I'm a swashbuckler, I'm going swashbuckling. That may not make sense to a lot of people. If I was the ancient oak, I would talk to people in like a dead slow way and like as if I am Treebird and I am full of wisdom. If I am the Dread Knight, I'm just going to go around and try and beat people up because that's the story that Talisman can be. Yeah, Dragon Age is one that I genuinely just stopped playing because of a point I couldn't get past. I also got stuck in a boss battle and I was like, I'm done. I've had enough. I have a moth. Why is there a moth? Everywhere is sealed. How have you got in, moth? Right, we need to decide. YouTube, let's pick a phrase. What's been the highlight of the YouTube stream? Maybe I can. Greg's. Lattice. Lattice is dead. There we go. There's your phrase, YouTube. I will give out a piece of content at the start of the next stream, which is going to be Jackbox Party 2, by the way. And at the start of that stream, I will put all the comments, all the names from people who have commented into the magic hat, the old school drawer. And I will draw a name at random, and the phrase has to be, Lattice is dead. It don't happen. Don't even cross their head. Stuck in a web. We sleep in our own beds. And sleep sucks. I'm getting that line wrong. I'm absolutely getting that line wrong. I know it. See you, John. Thank you very much for joining us, and take care. Just make some form of lattice-based comment. Oh. Marcel, are you asking what is lattice because you genuinely want to know what lattice is? Or are you kind of quoting Anchorman? What is lamp? Is that Anchorman, or does he just straight up say, I love lamp? Oh, I don't even know what I'm quoting. Ignore me. Lattice is when you cross things over. So typically you can make a lattice with pastry and it forms kind of like a pasty or a pie of some kind. So it's where you cross the pastry over on itself. Crisscrossing, that forms a lattice. You can also make pieces of wood which climb up a wall that cross over each other in a lattice shape. And you can get ivy to grow up a lattice, that kind of thing. So I think lattice is the shape of something being interwoven. Gareth meant to say Latin, but instead said lattice. Yeah. I can't even remember why I said lattice now. Rose bushes as well. We mustn't forget. What's happening on Tuesday? Jackbox Party Pack 2. Oh dear. We're already on the fourth omen. I'm going to take it, you know. Boom! Boom! Sorry, Totoro. Not sorry. Would have just been me versus Chash. Right. We should do that giveaway. Totoro, I'll do a giveaway and then you can head to bed. We can see if you win anything. So remember, Twitch lot, anyone that's watching on Twitch who are yet to use the giveaway code, the giveaway is in the stream title. It's in the brackets. It's !giveaway. I'm sure some people are about to type it even though they're already in the giveaway because they like to make sure. You have a few seconds to get that figured out. As I am about to do a giveaway. See, Junt's got it. Junt has only just entered the giveaway. He's been here a while. A moth is the flying thing that eats material, yes. And they're attracted to lights, so it's coming somewhere. Don't know where though. Maybe it was already here and it's just woken up. Who knows? Ash, enter the giveaway. I'm about to do it. Maybe I need to do events more on Twitch. I never set up events on Twitch. Maybe that would send out alerts to followers. Spirit of Vengeance, if you are defeated. I don't plan on being defeated. Come at me, Spirit of Vengeance. Right, and the second winner of the evening, which should have been done about an hour ago, my bad, is Atog! Mr. Atog, are you still with us? GZ! Yeah, the YouTube emotes aren't great. There's a Hello Internet animation on emojis. It's worth watching. A walk. What do you call a fly without wings? A walk. I know penguin jokes. Do you have penguins in Holland? I assume you do. Add your craft value to your strength during battles with dragons. It'd be great if the Lord of Darkness was a dragon. Don't worry about it, Totoro. Atog, Backgammon Blitz, I will set you up with a key. I'll have to grab it tomorrow, but I can absolutely do that. They do look like the Terraria slimes, the YouTube emotes. I'm still not sold on them, though. Oh, lame jokes. Keep throwing them. Yeah, we can do lame jokes. I do not like this mimic. Ooh, I do like this mimic. What is happening here? It's got strength of 8, a modifier of 1, it's rolled 2 and got a... Nope, that makes sense. I'm tired. I would have preferred not a 2. Or 1. How long is Chinese? I don't know. Is the answer... How do you know when a joke is a dad joke? It's apparent. What's the punchline to the Chinese joke? How long is the name? Seven letters? Oh no, we're losing our YouTube retention. We're down to 7 viewers. Have I missed the joke? Right. How long is a Chinese... How long is the name of a Chinese person? I don't get it. I'm sorry. This one escapes me. How long? How? I'm tired enough. It's worked on me. I'm tired enough. I think I'm laughing more at me not getting it. I'm going to win. What are you on about, Brillig? This is down the sack. I got that joke when I was 8. That's 25 years ago. That's not the way my head works with jokes. I need my jokes to be incredibly literal. I don't forget that Cheshire's here. Dutch, I've got the joke now. Thank you for explaining, but I get it now. I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down. Drink. How should you react if a guy steals your fruit? Haha, melancholic. Like it. I don't know if that's the actual answer. What have I forgot, Abaddon? You keep saying this. Ooh, Chesh has a fate back. Roll 2 die. I may add up to 3 to... Oh, he's not king. Sweet. Happy with that. You should just let that man go. 'Cause they are! Oh, wait, no. That's what... That's something to do with the alphabet. What's a pirate's favourite letter of the alphabet? R. I got it as well. The stream's just behind. What happens when Pinocchio says that my nose is growing now? What do you call a sleepwalking nun? Every time I read out one of these setups, I fear for the punchline. Thinking about something called pirate. There should be a setup somewhere there, Abaddon. A Roman Catholic. What's that? What happens when Pinocchio says that my nose is growing now? The last time I was a paradox. Alright, What nonsense have I got? Right, whenever you land on the forest or the woods. Let's go land on the forest or the woods, then. Oh, no, it's crags. Never mind. Three. So I've the homunculus. I can. Oh, let's go get the homunculus. I just need some lives now. It's all a bit tentative. See you later, Totoro. Thank you very much for being with us for so long. What's the difference between... Wait, no, Pixie. Pixie. Someone had to do it. It was you. Oh, it's my go. Right. Is it my go? Or have I got to just take my turn again? Oh, it's just my go again. Let's get rid of the exercise spell. Let's go land in the woods. Yeah, place file on token and runes temple on replace card light fate. And let's take a guide. And let's heal alive. Courtesan. That would have been a very appropriate phrasing of that, yeah. I feel like I'm being left behind with these jokes now. You're no longer waiting for me to read them. You're entertaining yourselves. Why should you never write with a broken pencil? Two versions of the same punchline. I believe both are accurate. Although that joke is dull. Dull. To put it bluntly. I'm dead good. What's down here? The shrine priest. Or the Pantheon. Let's go visit the shrine priest. What does he do? You must choose to either kill one of your followers or lose a life. If you kill a follower, you become evil. I regret this. I like being neutral. Let's draw a new card. A dragon grabs you and drops you to the ground. Roll and die and move that many space. Hey! Wait. Hey! Worth it. I thought I was making a very brave call then. Oh wait, I'm losing lives here. What's this? Boneyard. Let's hope for something magical to happen. You enslave one dragon, right? Standard, take a dragon, add it to your combat. So I've just lost 2 lives. Sweet. Let's get rid of the Crown of Domination that I've just picked up. Let's go running at the Wall of Fire. Sika is making an approach for the crown. I've just given up a talisman to gain 1 strength and 1 craft. Marcel, I would put the chat on my OBS stream, but the chat absolutely cannot be trusted. Oh, this is interesting. I feel like I'm in a position to actually make a run for the centre. I'm just not in the centre. And oh my god, Cheshire Cat is way in the centre. Right, I've got to hope for some sort of destiny thing to go on here. Right. Here's to hoping for the horrible black void. When you walk into it, you must take it as follows. Instead of rolling for your movement, you must always move 5 spaces. Discard this. Follow it when you cross the storm river, either by bridge, raft, or ferry. Let's just replace it. Because I've got the... Oh. Let's not be toaded. Let's lose all my fate. Let's lose 1 fate. It does the same job. At least I'm not a toad. Ooh, in fact, give me Dark Fate. Give me Dark Fate. Right now I'm paying attention to everyone else's turn. Marcel, we shall see you another time. Brillig, the text chat that's used to start a boss fight is standard from Streamlabs. I can't edit that. The only thing that I can do is edit the title of the boss. I would absolutely change that if it were possible. Yeah, I've not used Dark Fate once this game. Just because I feel like Dark Fate requires me to pay attention to other people's turns, which I don't usually do during the stream. But now it's on. And I'm in the Woodland, so I've got plenty of opportunity to heal lives and to replenish fate left and right. They're just not in play, Twitsan. It's part of the house rules that you can turn the NPCs off. For streams, I always turn them off just because they make the game even longer. Ideally, we have the streams at around 2 to 3 hours. Probably closer to 3 for Talisman. And the NPCs just add a few interactions every time. So we've turned them off. Do I know what coleslaw? Right, coleslaw. Isn't it something that you put on food? If you kill the dragon, you may take a sword from the purchase deck. 13 against 8. And I'm in a thicket. I'm not in a woods or forest space. I need it to be like the Battle Royale ending. I got it as I was reading it, Danny. What do you call a cow with 2 legs? It's got to be something to do with moo, right? Right? I've got to hope for some weird ending that massively favours me here. I just took too long to start gaining stats. I got too focused on destinies at the start of the game. I am gunning for it. Alright, I am Darkbound, so I gain 1 Dark Fate if I win this, which I am bound. Well, I can't lose it, at least. There we go, so there's that win. Give me Dark. Right, I gain Dark Fate for simply encountering it. That at least lets me play around a bit. Brillig, I found the text. As soon as you said it is possible, I looked for it. You don't need to send me instructions. That may mean I can fix the typo in the dust, is it? Suddenly, sparks fly in all directions. Suddenly a sandstorm erupts. Right, it has been changed to them. And when I'm not in the middle of streaming, I will add a bit more flavour to the boss battles. It's froze. What have you done, Sicker? I look away for 2 seconds. Boo! Right, I'll quit out, we'll relaunch. Neo, you could... Oh no, you're dead. I killed you. Someone's close to finishing the game, Chash. I will attempt to stop you from winning, though. Sorry, Chash. You were close, Danny. I need to go to, like, the Highland and do the summon. Or go to the city and do Wizard's Chest. Replace. Thank you, Shuffle. If you are defeated, in addition to losing a life... I'm not going to lose. That's an auto win. I think I'm now at a point I've used all my... Yeah, I've got all my growth tokens, so it's just a case of gaining strength and craft now. So Twitsan, there is an event, I think it is, in the city called Wizard's Chess. You choose any player in the game and draw them to your space, and you fight them. Whoever wins doesn't lose a life, they gain 1 craft. So I can take any character out of the inner region by going to the city, finding the Wizard's Chess card, and pulling them into the city with me. Summon does something similar, but strength in the Highlands. I could aim to get the Assassin Stranger from the city, but they've all got loads of lives. Well, and I don't have gold. The AI's thinking. Cheers, AI. Preparing for me not being able to finish the game. Ooh, I could go for the Arnkel. I suppose if I defeat the Lord of Darkness by a high enough amount... This is never going to happen, but I gotta try. I gotta try. Can I do it? Can it be done? No. I was hoping that if I defeated him by 8 or more, I'd teleport straight to the Crown of Command. Oh god, I'm at the chasm. Even with the dev hacks, yeah. No, my homunculus! Oh, no, that was a good card. Pisky Companion is a very good card. That is a fortunate outcome for me. I need Grillopus to stay. Hey, ho! Why are you going forward? I thought if you were defeated, you move backspaces. Or does that change on the step before the crown? Right. I have typed that down. Which ending are we on? Oh. What? I did that in the last turn! That's frustrating. I may win this. I may win this. Oh no, I'm out of drink. Oh, that's disappointing. Oh, Cheshire's burning gold. You're frustrated. If I was one round later, I would have won the game. Oh, Sicker's messing with the bag of holding. You asked that. You said can February, March, and Danny said can no, but April, May. Right, I'm gonna hopefully lay a massive trap of Fireland tokens for you all. Oh, I'll be evil, why not? Ouch. Watch me like get close to the ending and someone cast the transference spell on me. You're going to the temple? Interesting. Cast on yourself at any time during your turn to look at the top 4 cards of any deck and put them back in any order. Let's go try and find the torch. A brass horseman. What do you do? Is there a place? Mimic, anointed robe. Ah! There's no face-up place card. Don't forget, guys, follow, like, subscribe. I've been doing this for nearly 4 hours. This stream is nearly 4 hours long. I know that Abaddon well. It's just easier to let them. We have the best intentions. We put them to bed on time. But they're younger adults, even at the age of 6. They do what they want. Take this violence token. Useless. That could have been a very good thing, but it wasn't. Show me dungeon. No one look. No one look. Chesh, Sika, look away. Oh, by the way, this is also a new addition that's come in with the name and tags, is naming the deck that you're looking at. Alright, cards are placed on top of the adventure deck in the order they are selected. So I want to draw that top card first. Oh! Boo! 1, 2, 3. I'm 4 steps ahead. And a turn in hand. Jethro, have you got any idea why the ancient oak wouldn't be able to carry the Urder follower? Is it because I was fateless and she only has effects for Fatebound, Darkbound, and Unbound? Who re-rolled that? I thought no one had any Dark Fate. Ah. I don't need a talisman. Thank you, game, but no thanks. This game is close. Pyro, simmer down. That's right, Gambling. Any expansion of your choosing. Ah, right. It's one of those things. It was just changed. Did the Beats group ask for it? Is that what happened? I get you. Oh, Brillig. It was 750. Sorry, Gambling. It is 750. I entirely forgot that we changed the commands. Thank you, Brillig, for kindly reminding me. I'm sorry. It's late. I've been doing this for ages. And everyone's trying to sabotage my well-fought victory. You don't want a doodle from me. I have no artistic ability. I don't want a spell. I want an extra turn. I don't know if Chesh has anything that would impact this. Brillig, I don't have the ability to grow facial hair properly. The only thing I can do is grow this stupid goatee. This is my... I've not shaved this in. This is what it looks like if I don't shave for a month. In fact, Pyro, historically, I only win when I'm the alchemist, which is also when everyone else wins. Dragon Toad, Dragon Toad, Dragon Toad, Dragon Toad, Dragon Toad, Dragon Toad, Dragon Toad. One person bought karaoke, and we sang Dragon Toad, Dragon... Oh, we didn't sing Dragon Toad. Dragon Toad! Dragon Toad! Dragon Toad! Dragon Toad! Dragon... Why are you not a toad? We sang Bohemian Rhapsody and our internet fell apart as we were doing it because we were still trying to stream from upstairs with the stupid little extended Wi-Fi range. And yeah, it was funny. I enjoyed it. No one saw it because the internet stopped working. It was just jump to the left. And then a step to the right. You put your hands on your hips. You bring your knees in tight. It's just a pelvic thrust that really drives you insane. Let's do the time warp. I like the Rocky Horror. It's just a little brought down from the way you knocked. He thought you were the candy man. Don't get strung up by the way I look. Don't judge a book by its cover. I'm not much of a man by the light of day, but by night I'm one hell of a lover. Start your turn. I don't want it at the start of my turn. Give me a spell I can put at the start of someone else's turn and send them far away from me. I think I've done it, guys. I think I've won. I love the Rocky Horror. I grew up watching it. I used to have it on a little MP3 called an MP3 Man, Music Man, I think it was. And yeah, I used to listen to it a lot. Unfortunately, Abaddon, I take Siege too seriously to play to those tactics. I'm super serious when I play Siege. It was an MP3 player. It was like one of the first types of MP3 players that came out. It was a little USB one that you moved MP4 files, MP3 files, not MP4. It's an MP3 player. Of course it's MP3. I do require just silence. I'm fairly alright at not shouting on Siege. It's FIFA that I yell at. FIFA is nothing but nonsense. Anyone that has just turned up to the stream, make sure you on Twitch you're using that giveaway code. It's in the Twitch title. It says free keys and then in brackets command giveaway. Type the exclamation mark and giveaway. Take that! I don't want to be trapped. Thank you very much. To be fair, Twitch says the game that I'm playing. I've had a CD Walkman, and I was known for it in high school, kind of like having it wedged into my blazer pocket. Like, it was slightly too big, so it like pushed at an angle. It didn't slot straight in, and I cut a hole in my blazer so I could feed the earphone up through my arm, so I could sit in class listening to it. I don't think I ever had a cassette Walkman, but at 27, I am just old enough to have recorded songs from the radio. Don't re-roll, don't use Dark Fate, Anna. I remember recording Drops of Jupiter by Train, and I loved that song, and I still love that song. It's still a fantastic song. And that came out in 2001, I think. So I must have been 11 when I was recording songs from the radio. 2001 seems like a year that we would have been fully on CDs, let alone recording things from cassette. But yeah, I remember having Hero by Enrique Iglesias and Get the Party Started by Pink. They were both on cassette. Back in my day, Neo, I'm sure you can tell me about your first LP. Yeah, I mean, my first MP3 player, you had to pick and choose the songs. In fact, the iPod Shuffle is a good example of what MP3 players used to be. Because you had 30 songs. In fact, you had 30 on... Oh, what's happening? Displacement, that's alright. Yeah, 30 songs is very generous. I used to download stand-up routines from WinMX. And used to listen to a lot of stand-up routines because you could get like an hour and a half's content for what would normally be a 4-minute song. Now, if I can get one of the Omen cards to go backwards... We're nearly there, Chash. This game's only got a few more rounds left in it, one way or another. GG, guys. Remember the moment. You were here. You witnessed it. No one bet on me. No one backed me. No one believed me. It's through hard work and perseverance did I manage to beat Cheshire Cat Girl legitimately without using the Alchemist. Bring me that sweet XP. Chesh, thank you very much for the game. It was good to see you again and good to play against you again. You are a worthy opponent. It's sicker, you were nearly in there. There was moments where you were kind of like, you were a step behind everyone and you were trailing behind everyone. And then when it got to the end, there was a fair chance that had you drawn the right card, you would have won that. Yeah, certainly, Abaddon. You certainly can. Alright, we're maybe looking at changing the number of streams we do in a few weeks' time. Maybe dropping it back down to once a week and maybe going for an earlier time slot. That should help you out, Chesh, and hopefully get you in for a few more streams. We're going to have a think about it and think about... It's nearly breakfast time here. It's not quite that bad. Yeah, we'll have a think about how we do streams going forward. Pyro, you may think it's bad. We'll discuss it. Nothing's confirmed. Nothing's confirmed. We'll have a chat about it on Tuesday. Although Tuesday is Jackbox Day. Abaddon, I'm glad you enjoyed. Alright, so to Twitch, we'll do one more giveaway. You know, we'll do the giveaway and then I'll start doing the wrap-up stuff. So anyone that would like to win some free stuff, make sure you are typing in that giveaway code. I'm just going to draw it. I've been here 4 hours. You've had a chance to use that giveaway code. The final winner of the evening is... my lovely darling wife. What would you like, Danny? Don't celebrate her. You would like a reroll? Okay. Ashphilo, you're in. You're already in. Did I just spot someone? Do a giveaway code that might not be in. Menno! Menno, are you in the giveaway? I didn't see your name go down. Alright, okay. That's fair enough. JB Faster! Vincent, if you've just got here, if you've just got here, you are 4 seconds too late. We've just done the final giveaway of the evening for free stuff. Right. JB Faster is still sat in the chat somewhere. I will send you a message, Faster. Excellent, Vincent. We do giveaways for Talisman, the Horus Heresy, Backgammon Blitz, Lapland Solitaire, Smash Up, and Fighting Fantasy Legends. So if in future you would like to try and pick up one of those keys for nothing, drop by one of our streams. We stream on Tuesday and Thursday, 8 PM UK time. Thursdays is typically Nomad content, games that we make, and Tuesdays is typically things we don't make. Next week is going to be Jackbox Party Pack 2, which means you guys again can join in with just a mobile, a tablet, a laptop, or a PC. You don't need to own the game. I own it. I will host a game, and then you can use your device as a controller for the game. One game at a time. Talisman, the Horus Heresy, Backgammon Blitz, Lapland Solitaire, Smash Up, or Fighting Fantasy Legends. Hold on, let me type JB faster. Jackbox Party Pad, I said pad because you just said pad, 2 doesn't have Drawful in. If they're all on sale, I might pick up 3 and 4 for future streams for us all. But it has a different set of games with a different set of fun. We'll deal with it on Tuesday. Again, you don't have to own the game. You just make sure your mobile's fully charged. That's all you need to do. And we'll try and get everyone in. We'll try and do a rotation, get everyone playing. And we'll have some fun. So thank you everyone for joining us this evening. Thank you everyone that's... YouTube lot, thank you to the Romanians. Let's go say thank you. How do I say thank you in Romanian? Thank you. Mulțumesc. Yeah, so Tuesday, Jackbox. Next Thursday, we're going to take a look at the final book in Fighting Fantasy Legends Portal, Armies of Death. And that's it for next week. We've not planned further ahead. We need to sort out this cooking stream, and I will sort out sending out doodles and whatnot some point over the next few days. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this stream, follow us on Twitch and like us, like our videos, and subscribe to us on YouTube and share our content and do those things so we know it's worth doing. And also, Lattice is dead. No one speaks Lattice.